What's going on, guys? My name is Jackson Summers, and in this video I'm going to be looking at, is Roku stock a good buy for 2020, and I'm going to be doing some Roku technical analysis and fundamental analysis. As a trader, you guys know I focus more on price action, so fundamentals aren't really that important to me unless I am investing in a stock or company and plan to keep that stock for over a year. Now, before anything, I would like to say I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional trader. All I'm doing is sharing my opinions and experiences with you guys, as I have had some success within the market in the last 3 years, but that doesn't mean that you guys will have the same success by following my advice, right? If you do enjoy this video, please smash the like button, as it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications by hitting the bell. That way you never miss an upload. Alright, let's get right into this. So currently Roku stock is priced at $114 a share. It's down 2% today, and its market cap is sitting at $13.3 billion. So it's not as high valued as some of the other stocks I've spoken about on my channel, which normally means that it can be much more volatile, especially in uncertain markets like we're in now. Now, if you guys don't know what Roku is, which I highly doubt, as a lot of people buy their products and use them on a daily basis. Essentially, it's a line of digital media players. The devices offer access to streaming media content from various online services. The line was introduced in May of 2008, with its first model developed in collaboration with Netflix. So basically, it makes your TV a smart TV. That way you can browse the web, use Netflix, Hulu, whatever streaming app you use, you can pretty much use on those devices. Now, Roku was one of the first products to do this, and they're probably still the most popular because of their attractive price point and how simple and easy it is to set up and start using. Now, moving on to the technicals, which I'm sure all of you are here for, we can see here that we're currently trading below the moving average. We saw an all-time high back in September of 2019, which is unusual, as a lot of other stocks I've talked about on my channel reached their all-time highs back in February of this year. So Roku reached a high of about $173 back on September 9th of 2019, and since then it has fell quite a bit. Before this major stock market crash back in February, it was sitting at about $148 a share, and then it fell all the way to $60 a share for a total loss of about 60% within about a month span. Now, yes, that is insane, right? But we've seen that with pretty much every other stock out there, no matter their size. Obviously, some stocks like Apple and Microsoft didn't fall that much. However, they still experienced great loss in such a short period of time. Now, on a good note, as soon as we reached that $60 region, we bounced above the moving average on March 20th, combined with a MACD cross, which sent us absolutely soaring, and since then we have gone up about 80% within 2 months. So obviously, if you traded the stock properly, you could have been in for some amazing gains. And you don't have to be a genius to make these kinds of trades. As you can see here, I'm just using MACD, moving averages, Bollinger Bands, and support and resistance levels to tell when a stock is going to break out and when it's going to reverse, which is pretty much where most of the money can be made in day trading and swing trading. On the short term, we're looking pretty bullish. However, if we stayed above that moving average and continued to push past highs, that would be even more bullish, as there is some major resistance around the $150 region to the $170 region. So if we could break above those points and close above them, that would be very bullish and actually would be a great opportunity to invest in Roku. Because if you invest right now, it's a big gamble, because we could easily continue this downtrend, especially if more bad news comes out about this illness, which could continue to drag the stock market and global economy down further. And when this happens, pretty much every stock is affected, no matter how big or small it is. A good thing to know is we do have some strong support levels around the $80 to $60 region that I really don't see us breaking below, unless again we go into a major stock market crash, much worse than the fall we had back in February and March. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but as traders and investors, we need to be very aware of the possibilities. If we go to weekly candles, we can get a better idea of the overall trend, and on this time frame it does look more bearish, as we're making lower highs and lower lows, which is definitely not bullish, combined with the very strong resistance we have, which will probably take a lot of volume and time to get over. If we break below that moving average on the weekly time frame, combined with a MACD cross, that would be very bearish and could drag the stock past the $80 to $60 support levels. Now, on a more positive note, I think in the short term, we're more likely to go up and test those levels. I'm not saying we're going to close above them, but a test is very likely in my opinion. And if we look at the stochastic indicator, we can see it's quite oversold right now, which could be a sign that a lot of buyers are coming into the market soon, especially if this is paired with a moving average cross and a MACD cross. To be honest, I think patience is really important right now, especially if you are planning to invest for the future. If you are trading, then absolutely you can make money right now if you know how to use technical indicators and patterns. And I know I say that in pretty much every one of my videos, but it's truly the key to proper investing and trading. Even when trading, you need to have the patience to wait for those confirmations, whether it's a breakout or reversal. Whatever it is, patience is always required. Now you might say, well, I'm an investor, so I'm just going to dollar cost average and buy all the way down, which you can definitely do, but that can get quite stressful, especially if the market doesn't go back up anytime soon. So what I would recommend is waiting for confirmation of a overall bull market. And the reason I say that is because when the Dow Jones and the rest of the stock market and economy is bullish, that usually makes getting past major levels a lot easier, especially for stocks like Roku. Now moving on, I just want to cover a little bit of the fundamentals here. We can see that Roku had its Q1 earnings report for 2020 on May 7th, and it really wasn't as bad as a lot of people thought it would be, so that's definitely a plus. We do have the quarter 2 earnings report coming up on August 5th, so hopefully it performs even better than the quarter 1 earnings report in terms of sales, profits, and overall operations. Now looking at Roku's revenue, we can see that it's been increasing at a steady rate since 2016. In 2016, they had sales of $398 million and a loss of $42 million, so they weren't profitable, unfortunately. And then in 2019, they had sales of over $1 billion, so that was a huge increase, but unfortunately, they still lost $60 million. However, it's not as bad as it looks because they are increasing their profit margins, which will hopefully help them become profitable in the near future. 2020 was expected to be a good year for Roku, and hopefully they can still accomplish the goals for 2020, as the current crisis will most likely have an impact on their overall sales and profits. Now looking at another very important fundamental indicator that I pretty much always analyze before investing in any company, and that is assets and liabilities. The current assets are sitting at $1.4 billion and the liabilities are sitting at $771 million. So it's not the best ratio I've ever seen, but it's good enough and they most likely won't be going out of business anytime soon. Another very important thing to note is that their assets are increasing at a very rapid rate and their liabilities are also increasing, but not as fast as their assets, which is the key sign of a financially healthy and stable company. So that's my opinion on Roku. I think it's a good company, good stock that will most likely do well within the next 5 years. I can't really say if I see it staying around any longer than that, just because I'm not really sure where this space is going and how many more new products they can come out with, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. By looking at their technicals, we can see that on the short term, it looks pretty bullish, but not bullish enough for me to start investing for the future. I would have to see confirmation of an actual bull market before investing. However, I definitely will be trading any mini breakouts or reversals that happens with this stock. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my technical and fundamental analysis of Roku, and hopefully this helps answer your question of is Roku stock a good buy for 2020? If you would like to invest or trade any stocks commission free, I would recommend a platform called Wealthsimple Trade. It's a very easy to use app that you can just download on your iOS or Android device, and you can start buying and selling thousands of stocks and ETFs completely commission free. Now you might say, well, there's tons of other brokers that already do this. However, in Canada, there's currently no other way that you can buy and sell stocks for free. So Wealthsimple is a really good option for Canadians out there, and you can sign up very easily. There's no fees to deposit or withdraw, which is great, and you can start trading pretty much right away. Now, if you are in the US and you already use Webull or Robinhood, those are definitely great platforms, but I do recommend you trying this out because it's new, and I think you might enjoy how simple it is to use. So if you do want to sign up, there will be a link below, and if you use my link to sign up and deposit over $100, we will both receive $5 completely free, so it will really help support me and this channel so I can keep pumping out awesome content for you guys. Now, if you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Also, you can follow my Instagram at JacksonSummers111. I post all types of motivational and interesting content there, and you'll be alerted anytime a new video comes out. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day and peace.